Paul, this time we have interesting muzzle device. It's a flash hider for 14-1 left-handed thread. So for the most AK rifles in the United States, this will fit perfectly. And the flash hiders are very interesting animals because usually they don't do a very good job on the recoil side, but they're outstanding on flash hiding capabilities. And let's talk about first the darkroom. We took that little animal to our darkroom, and on a slow action camera we actually had to review the footage a few times because we were not sure if we have captured anything at all. That little 4-prong muzzle device did outstanding job on the capturing, on hiding the flash. Paul, you are the shooter. Any blinding effect on your eyes?
No, none at all. It was just a slight flicker and that was it. There was no blinding effect.
There's absolutely, I was standing next to it with the camera, and as I said, I had to review it, the slow motion footage, to make sure that there is anything happening at all. Very small light signature. That thing did outstanding job in our darkroom, and it just shows you guys you really don't have to have anything complicated. The 4 prongs and boom, just like this, you got the very outstanding flash hiding capabilities out of this little thing. But next thing, which we always kind of are sensitive on it, how is this thing handling the side wave pressure? Our famous head spinning test. Paul, you were shooting it, I was watching from the side, and there is some side pressure coming the way if you are next to it. Not that much. Interestingly enough, it looks, if you will slow down the footage, it looks like that ball, the pressure ball, is kind of going to the side, channeling out and forward. So for sure, if someone is in line with you, he's not going to get blasted that much on the side, but if he's a little bit extended to the front, his ears will feel it, and the head moved, but not that much. No. So it wasn't spinning or anything. But the way how these prongs are done, basically the pressure, that energy gotta go somewhere. And that was the classic example of it. Very interesting thing. I think so that head test is freaking amazing because it really shows you what's happening. You can see how the material from the head is reacting, and you could see how it was pushed to the side a little bit and to the right. So but it's as I said, that energy always has to go somewhere. There is no magic. There is no magic trick. Then Paul, as we said at the beginning, there is always a compromise. Not very good with flash hiding, but not that good on the muzzle control. You were doing most of the shootings with this. What was your feeling on it?
Well, I got to go back to what you said about the pressure ball, and the fact that this doesn't come just straight forward and it kind of goes a 45-degree angle all the way around. You don't get as much pushback as you do with some of the other flash hiders.
Very interesting point, and that was captured in our footage on the tape. You didn't have that much of the problem controlling the muzzle. Yes, it jumped. Again, that was expected to happen, and you got pushed a little bit to the back, but not as much. And we captured the footage from the tape, but also then we have switched, and I was filming you and your body, how your body absorbs that energy. So basically what's happening, and correct me if I'm wrong, basically this thing goes up and then you got a little bit pushback back, but it's not that much. Paul is not Arnold Schwarzenegger. You are not 250 pounds or 260 pounds, but you had no problems controlling the rifle on it. And this takes us to another thing. We ran it kind of CQB situation, shooting the steel targets from very close distance. Paul, you were double tapping them and you were dumping the ammo on the center target later on. How was it for you?
It was actually very easy to keep center mass. I was kind of surprised, but like we were saying, there's not a lot of pushback, so it's not as hard to make the follow-up shots.
And that's kind of surprising to me too. I was expecting much more that pushback on the rifle. I shot it from the kneeling position because this is kind of good position to show if you have any swings, you know, when that rifle pushes you back. And I also had no problem keeping the rifle on target and shooting and aiming and doing the follow-up shots, because I think so that this is the most important thing for you guys. Can you do it, the follow-up shots quickly? Yes, you can. Yes, you can do the follow-up shots quickly with this muzzle device. Very interesting piece. Very interesting piece. It's light. It's not adding a lot of weight to up front, as we are always kind of wary with the AK rifles because of that kind of front heavy front, and you don't want to keep adding the you know, a lot of weight, unnecessary weight up front. But this one is very light. It's not really you know, point of concern. Very interesting device. We'll take it for more spin outs. We'll see how this is performing, but definitely I think so it's worth it to keep it in your toolbox, in arsenal. And if you guys want to switch it between the regular muzzle brake and go kind of, you know, underground with the good flash hider for the night when you're hunting coyotes or something and you are afraid that you're gonna get blinded off with your regular muzzle device, this is a perfect thing. You know, I would highly recommend this for night or low light conditions usage. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please let us know if you have any questions.
Wow. I don't think it was as bad as the last one, Rob. That's still pretty freaking loud.